This is a Nissan GT-R, and this is the brand new 2021 Nissan Rogue. At first glance, these two vehicles have about as much in common as cocaine and Girl Scout cookies. Both may be sold by your local neighborhood sales representatives, but only one of them gives you a real buzz. That would be the Girl Scout cookies, of course. One all-important thing that they both share, though, is this, the Nissan badge. So, what if I told you that the future of this car, and Nissan's other sexy performance models like the Z, hinges on the humble mainstream Rogue? Don't believe me? Then catch me after the intro. Hi everybody, if you're new to the channel, I'm Oliver, and I started 23gt.net 5 years ago as a blog focusing on Nissan cars and the GT-R line in particular. It all started because I bought a Japan market 1990 Nismo R32 GT-R, which I've been busy restoring ever since, to go with my heavily modded 800 wheel horsepower 2010 GT-R. Last year, I imported one of just a handful of fully US legal R34 GT-Rs and decided to expand to doing more YouTube videos after I did that. My goal has always been to come out with informative and helpful articles and videos with just enough snarky humor to keep things entertaining. If you're a fellow Nissan, import car, or GT-R fan, welcome, and I hope you'll subscribe for future videos. I have a lot of other hobbies, so expect to see videos and articles about other random stuff I'm into from time to time. Now, back to the main video. It's no secret that the global auto industry as a whole took a beating in 2020. From selling approximately 75 million vehicles the year before, sales in 2020 were projected to finish down much lower at just around 62 million thanks to the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. All manufacturers took a hit to one extent or another, but Nissan was particularly sensitive to the downturn because the company was already trying to weather some major issues even before the apocalypse hit and everybody had to stay home and watch Tiger King instead of driving their cars. Nissan sales had already seen a drop because of a lack of new models, and there was a highly publicized scandal that led to the head of the Renault-Nissan alliance being ousted, then arrested, then fleeing Japan by pretending to be a human saxophone. This was definitely not a recipe for corporate health and well-being, even before a once-in-a-century epidemic decided to come and ruin everyone's day. Thankfully, instead of throwing in the towel like defunct brands such as Saab or Pontiac, or engaging in a potentially identity-destroying merger with another company like Chrysler and Peugeot, or Stellantis as they'll be known in the future. That name totally sounds like an erectile dysfunction drug, by the way, instead of a car company. Nissan decided to knuckle down and adopt a simple strategy that many car makers seem to forget all the time. Make fresh new stuff that people want to buy. Yeah, radical idea, I know. To that end, we got a much improved new Versa, a hugely better new Sentra, an updated Kicks, a refreshed Armada, and sometime soon we'll be getting a totally new Frontier, a new Pathfinder midsize crossover, the all-electric Aria, and even a new Z sports car. And so the Rogue. I said it was the key to the future of Nissan's long heritage of performance cars, like the GT-R, the Z, the Sentra SE-R, the Skyline, the Pulsar GT-IR, etc., etc. Actually, I underplayed that. It's the key to Nissan's future as a whole. It may or may not surprise you that the Rogue and its slightly smaller sibling, the Rogue Sport, are Nissan's best-selling models in the US. In 2019, Nissan sold 316,000 of them, over 100,000 more than the next best Altima. In the rest of the world, the Rogue is known as the X-Trail, and the Rogue Sport is the Qashqai. In Europe and China, the two accounted for another 600,000 units, nearly 1 million units in total, without even factoring in sales from smaller markets. Now, in China, the world's largest car market, their version of the Sentra, known as the Sylphy, is Nissan's best-selling model. Even over there, though, crossovers and SUVs are becoming the favored type of car, so the X-Trail/Rogue was the next bestseller for the company, and will likely continue to gain ground on the top spot. So as you can see, the Rogue is a very important model for Nissan. In fact, it's arguably Nissan's most important model. Halo performance cars like the GT-R and the Z may be sexy and grab the headlines, but the more everyday models like the Rogue are what bring in the major revenue. The new Rogue was a model Nissan couldn't afford to screw up. Thankfully, they didn't. A lot of reviews have already come out saying it's very competitive, and some even say it's a class leader. Don't just take my word for it. Here are a few examples. I can say, in my own humble opinion, the styling has much more character compared to the previous model. The interior is much more upscale and attractive. There's plenty of room, safety features are best in class, and it drives well for a crossover, even if a GT-R will still easily eat its lunch. Without the humble Rogue though, Nissan performance fans like me can't look forward to a new GT-R or even a new Z. Without workaday vehicles like the Rogue selling well and in the process doing what is technically termed making bank, Nissan won't have the budget for the sexier but more niche vehicles. So if you're a huge import performance fan like I am, and you see a Rogue, don't just think of it as another boring A to B car for the masses. Instead, be thankful it exists, and be thankful to the people that buy them, because without them, we couldn't look forward to even more sexiness from Nissan in the future. Oh, sorry, not quite done yet. I know what you're probably thinking. Nobody cares about the opinions of some small-time YouTuber and car blogger, so this video is just several minutes of your life you're never getting back. Well, I know who cares about my opinion. My mom does. So your argument is invalid. And so do my friends. But that's probably because I always bribe them with Girl Scout cookies. But really, this video was just my excuse to do an extended test drive of the new Rogue. And my local dealer, Sonora Nissan, was cool enough to let me do it. They're so awesome. Buy your next Nissan from them. Now it's a plane. Now it's a plane. Here's a feature I really love on the new Rogue. These integrated sunshades for the rear windows. They're great if you're trying to hide from some paparazzi, which is a common problem, right? Seriously though, they're really handy if you're in a nice romantic spot with your date and you'd like a little bit of privacy to, you know, discuss methods of alleviating energy poverty in the developing world and thereby uplifting the lives of millions. Yeah, these sunshades could help make the world a better place. Who would have thought? And it drives well for a crossover, even if a GT-R will still easily beat its lunch. Beat its lunch. Beat its lunch. Why would you go beating your lunch? Dang, that's violent. That is rude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I got everything with me. Yep, the Rogue has tons of cargo capacity. And this hands-free liftgate thing is awesome. Yep, no worries. Everything's secret. Nobody knows. So yeah. Okay, settings. Here we go. VDC setting, driver assistance, TPMS. Launch control. What? There's no launch control? Guess I've been driving too many sports cars.